The triggers that come to us from partners are actually opportunities. And what those opportunities are is that they're being presented to us an unresolved hurt or an aspect of life that we haven't yet chosen to master. And absolutely, until we choose to self-master that, we're going to often use the same or very similar behaviours in reaction to the same life triggers, even though they're presented by different people or different situations.
So are you saying that life doesn't happen to us, that we actually, through our pictures and through our choices, create the experiences that we have?
I'm saying that what life is presented to us, so we have no aspect of controlling life, but whether we respond or react to life is within our control. Yeah, that's up to us to assess, for us to look at, but we can't, we are going to be given the same lessons time and time again. However, what's a valid point to look at there is what used to be a major trigger for one of us, and then we chose to self-master that. It doesn't mean that that part of life is no longer presented to us. It is. It continues to be presented to us.
So this is not about controlling life?
No, absolutely. But the difference is, because we've already self-mastered that part of life, we don't even realise it's happening anymore. It's like, oh, there it goes again. There it goes again. Like, controlling behaviour is a word that I'll often introduce into the clinic, into my clients, and people present to me and say, I've got a child, or I've got a partner, or I've got a colleague that's very controlling in their behaviours. And I'll go, great, yeah. But I'll say to you, is it possible that you've had people in your life throughout your whole history who use controlling behaviours? And often they'll look back and go, well, how did you know? Like, my parent was like that, or my sibling, or a friend, or a teacher, or a boss, and you'll see that there's that history of controlling behaviours. So I look at that and go, well, what's that lesson for this person? The lesson is not to stop avoiding controlling behaviours, it's to say, how are you allowing yourself to be controlled? So then you support the person to understand their part in it. I'm only being controlled because I'm allowing myself to be controlled. So you start to examine that person's patterns within themselves of how they're allowing themselves to be controlled. And when they address that, when they self-master that, when they stop allowing themselves to be controlled, it doesn't mean controlling behaviours no longer occur. The world is filled with people. All of us have used controlling behaviours. Yeah, so we're still going to be presented with controlling behaviours, but when we've self-mastered it, you go, oh, there it is again, it's not an issue. And it kind of just bypasses you because you've just got the skills to deal with that.
But just on that, because this ability or new capacity to respond is certainly not passive. So you might observe that controlling behaviour and respond in a way, instead of reacting, you might be responding in a way that reflects that self-mastery, yeah?
Yeah, correct. So therefore, I guess what I'm highlighting is that it doesn't mean that when you self-master life or a part of life that lesson's no longer presented. It's just that lesson is still there, but you're no longer reacting to it.
You're responding.
Yeah, correct.
Beautiful.
Every now and every then I look up